Events bring such a massive benefit into Greater Manchester, particularly economically, but by their very nature, they also use a lot of resources. So it's incredibly important for event organisers to focus on how they can reduce their environmental impact when they bring an event to Manchester. BIBA is a great example of an event organiser and company working with the venue, with Marketing Manchester, and with a local community project to leave a real impact on Greater Manchester.
So we committed in our ESG policy to have a look and reduce our carbon emissions across the board within our organisation. And conference is a big part of that. We're the largest insurance exhibition in Europe with 9,500 people. So we've got to take measures where we can. We've carbon monitored our event now for the last 4 years and reducing our emissions every year, which is fantastic. We've done a whole piece about the comms with our exhibitors in terms of bringing them on the sustainable journey from the start of their planning.
So at Manchester Central, we try to work closely with our organisers and our clients to ensure that sustainability is talked about from the start of the event planning process. Whether that's looking at their waste objectives, whether that's looking at utility costs, that type of thing, we really work hard to try and ensure that our goals are aligned with those of the events and our wider clients.
We've been in Manchester consistently since 2014 now, and it's such a great city, and we love that it becomes the insurance capital of the UK for the week. It has the infrastructure that we need, it has great train network, which obviously is really important from a sustainability point of view because we want as many of our attendees to travel by public transport as possible.
So what we're looking at is for event organisers to partner with charities and community organisations from across Greater Manchester. So that might be as simple as donating to an organisation that aligns with your CSR objectives, inviting people into your conference from the different projects to talk about what they do to inspire your delegates. It could be using volunteering hours so people can go out into these projects when they come to the city for a conference. It's really working with your CSR objectives and aligning a charity and project that can help you achieve those.
We're really pleased to be supporting the Woodland Trust. So not only are we corporate partners now, but we also this year, as part of our legacy work for conference, donated to their Smithills estate in Bolton. And actually a group of us went up and saw firsthand the amazing work that they do to protect our future.
So through our collaboration, BIBA has demonstrated that they are committed to having an environmental impact on their annual conference. They're supporting the Woodland Trust with some initiatives through tree planting and through supporting the Smithills estate that we have in Bolton, Greater Manchester. The largest site in England. It's actually made up of moorland, grassland, heathland, has various different habitats, and they're helping to protect that through local conservation efforts and create a lasting impact on the Greater Manchester area and the natural environment. And by supporting the environment, conferences can offset their environmental footprint, they can strengthen the community ties, they can inspire future action and also enhance the attendees' experience as well.
So we've been told that the BIBA conference, just for our week in May, delivers about £10 million into the local economy from hotels and bars and restaurants and taxi drivers and retail. And so that is amazing. So things like our donation to Smithills Estate in Bolton, it's all about the legacy work that we do at conference and actually supporting the communities that have been really supportive of us and our show as we've grown. And things like in the last few years, we've actually been inviting some local Manchester students from underprivileged areas to come to conference. That's actually been really valuable. Not only are we then inspiring the next generation up into the industry, but again, we're giving back to the local community.
Sustainability has been a priority for Manchester Central for over a decade now, and we really work tirelessly to ensure it is at the heart of everything we do. So we've taken the 3 pillars of sustainability, people, profit and planet, and we've really tried to align our objectives and our goals to these. So for example, our staff, we provide them with sustainability training so they know what sustainability is and they know what they're talking about. Our net zero goals, we monitor, we reduce, and we continue to look at how we can reduce our carbon impact. And then finally, our community impact. So our staff are allowed 3 volunteer days a year to go and volunteer within the local community with the charity of their choice.
Through our venue location and accommodation booking services, we can find you venues and accommodation that have green credentials. So when your delegates stay in hotels and you book that venue, you can be sure that that's a sustainable option. We're also working with Manchester Community Central, who look after 4,000 community projects and charities across Manchester. So we can put you in touch with some of those to be able to achieve some of your CSR objectives and leave a social impact across the city. We want to make it easy for you to be able to come to Greater Manchester and put on a really sustainable event. So get in touch with our Manchester Convention Bureau and we'll help you do that.